Hello and welcome to Bud Castle Gymnasium, where tonight the Sonora High Wildcats play host to the Summerville Bears. Final game of the 2019-20 Motherlode League season. I'm Jaron here along with Levi Flores, set to bring you all the action. Levi, let's talk about this game right here. Sonora comes in the game 14-12, 6-3 in Motherlode League play, while Summerville comes in 7-12 and 2-7 in Motherlode League play. On paper, doesn't look to be very much of a matchup, but Levi, you've been looking at some numbers and you've been telling me otherwise.
The last time these two teams played, Sonora and Summerville, Sonora won 52-43. It was a big difference, 9 points, although in the first quarter, Summerville only scored 2 points, and in the second quarter, they scored 8. So both those combined 10 points in the first half. That's not great, but if they picked it up just a little bit, they could overcome Sonora and take the victory.
Summerville came out with a 19-point third quarter, cutting the deficit down at the start of the fourth quarter. Good game. Came out, like you said, a 9-point victory for Sonora. But in rivalry games, records oftentimes go out the window, as it doesn't really matter. If one team's real good and one team's mediocre, any given night, the team can come up and beat their rival. And there's no better time to do that on senior night if you're the visiting team.
Sonora averages 52 points a game, while Summerville, on the other hand, only averages 38.9. So that's a big difference. They almost had equal numbers last time, so hopefully one of these two teams will come out big or not come out at all. I mean, both teams are really great, and both coaches are really excited about this game being crosstown rivals.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sperry Farms. Sperry Farms is the fifth-generation family-owned farm and has been growing high-quality California almonds since 1974. Please visit SperryFarmsAlmonds.com for more information. Laura Krieg for Superior Court Judge. I'm your district attorney and running for an open seat for the Superior Court Judge. I'm a sixth-generation native of Tuolumne County and have been participating in law for nearly 17 years. Graduated from Columbia College, UC Berkeley, and Notre Dame School of Law. Have experience in both civil and criminal law, and I have worked to help victims of child abuse, human trafficking, elder abuse, domestic violence. I'm endorsed by Sheriff Bill Pooley and retired Sheriff Jim Mealy, as well as local CAL FIRE 2881. Superintendent of Schools, Kathy Parker, and retired Superintendent of Schools, Margie Bolkin. I respectfully ask for your vote for District Authority Laura Krieg for Superior Court Judge on or before March 3rd. Paid for by the committee to elect Laura Krieg. California Gold Development Corporation. Motherlode Yard Service. Jaron Brandon for District 5 Supervisor. Sperry Farms. StoreQuest Express Self-Storage. Soma Fitness Studios.com. The NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp. Benton Roberson CPAs, Sonora Conference Center, and Sam Stringer Photography 360.com. Sam's in the house tonight taking pictures here as it is senior night again, once again for the Sonora High Wildcats. Your starters for the Summerville Bears for head coach Jim Steed, number 14 Alexis Neville, number 15 Mackenzie Skinner, number 22 Casey Elkins, number 24 Hardley Peters, number 35 Haley Norton. Now for your starting lineup for the Sonora High Wildcats, Greg Smith. Number 3, J.C. Hawkins. Number 4, Riley Hessler. Number 5, Callie Brewster.
Number 5, Callie Brewster.
Number 21, Ainsley Shoemake.
Senior, number 21, Ainsley Shoemake.
And number 33, Jessica Berry.
Junior, number 33, Jessica Berry.
Jessica Berry comes in the game averaging 14.2 points, 10.6 rebounds. She had a huge game against Amador last week when we broadcast the game on a Tuesday night. As the Cats go, so does she. On the other side of the coin, Alexis Neville and Casey Elkins, main ball pair layers for the Bears. They're going to have a chance to come in here and upset the Cats tonight. They're going to have huge games. Bears wear their black uniforms with orange numbers, while Sonora has their white uniforms with the lime green numbers outlined in yellow. This broadcast is brought to you by StoreQuest Express. Load up your gear and live big with help from our new neighbors. StoreQuest Express. Self-storage featuring 24/7 access hours and round-the-clock customer support. StoreQuest Express is here to help you make room for awesome. Get your first month rent for only $1. Visit StoreQuest.com or call 209-284-6703 to reserve a unit today. We're set for the tip here. Sonora wins it off. Down goes Hawkins. Tries to get it laid up. Doesn't get it go. Cats come back away with it. Again, Cats in their white and green. Summerville in their orange and black, and ball's taken away. First time down by Haley Norton. Skinner's shot comes up short. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Cats. Neville getting set to inbound for Summerville. Entry taken away. Knocked away by Hessler. Berry comes away with it. Layup doesn't go. Rebound comes off to the Cats. 3-point shot on the way by Shoemake, and she hits it. First 3 points of the night for the Wildcats, and they jump on the 3-0 lead. Cats come out with a little bit of pressure. Summerville able to break it. Layup attempt doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Hawkins for Sonora. Quickly up court, ball comes. We get a blocking foul called on the Bears. Foul called on Casey Elkins as we see a replay here.
3-point shot up, a beautiful shot from the outer edge. And both teams right now coming out great. Both teams want the victory, but only one can come away with it.
Back into the corner. Shoemake tries another one. Doesn't get it to go this time. Rebound comes off to Bailey for the Cats. Cross-court pass over to Shoemake. She thought about it. Drives. Kicks it out of the wing. Hawkins takes a three. Too strong. Rebound comes off to Summerville. And then Sonora takes it away. Brewster over to Shoemake. Feed down low now to Hawkins. She drives. Reverse layup. Doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Volleyball style comes away to Summerville, rather. And Elkins clears it for the Bears. Neville's pass intercepted by Brewster. Brewster leads the break. Back over to Hawkins. Hawkins tries to throw it up. Doesn't go. Good call for the block. And they're going to call it on the shot. So she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. J.C. Hawkins, 5'5" junior for the Cats.
As you see on the replay, getting inside the paint, splits the defenders, and gets the contact.
Hawkins, 29 of 58 on the season. She hits the first free throw just over 50% now. As you can probably hear the Golden Regiment band right next to us, so they'll be featured on the broadcast tonight. Second free throw up, it doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Peters for Summerville. Elkins brings it up. 4-0 early Cats lead here as we just start the first quarter. Skinner, 3-point shot, banks in, puts her on the board. Cuts the lead down to 1 now for Sonora. Cats working around. Hawkins gets it down to Berry. Berry, cross-court pass. 15 on the shot clock. 3-point shot, wall long. Fought for by Elkins. Throws it away, though. Gives it right back to the Cats. Double dribble now called on Brewster. She'll turn it right back over to the Bears. Baseball pass, inbounds. Bears slow things down. Skinner, running shot across the lane, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Berry. Berry up quickly to Brewster. Her shot doesn't go, but she's going to the free throw line. Callie Brewster, 5'3" senior for Sonora, 8 of 16 on the season. Doesn't go to the free throw line too much, 50%.
Here's the replay. Baseline gets inside, a little bump on number 14, Neville, from the Bears.
First free throw rattles around all, but in bounces out for Brewster. So that's a big foul on Neville there. Again, her and Elkins, the two players for the Cats that make, or the Wild Bears rather, that make things go. Free throw doesn't go, but the Cats come away with it, and Barry's going to the free throw line this time.
That's 4 fouls in the game so far for Summerville, 0 for Sonora. As you see inside, Norton just grabs the arms as she's trying to go up with the shot.
Jessica Berry, 5'10", junior for Sonora, hits back iron on the first, doesn't go. She's a 28% free throw shooter. We got a timeout on the court for Sonora, or Summerville. We'll be back after these messages on NorCal Sports TV.
Oh, hello there. Yes, I know you've been seeing me all around the county. And I just wanted to say that this election coming up is so important because we are here fighting for families, for our future as our county. And I'm out there trying to represent you in Jamestown, Columbia, and west of the city limits of Sonora. Now, I might be a little bit of a biased party, but as a proud graduate of Sonora High School 2010, go Wildcats. If we all work together, I strongly believe that we will put Tuolumne County back on track. If you're not registered to vote, register by February 18th. You should be getting your ballot by February 5th, and the last day to vote is March 3rd. Again, check that box next to Jaron.
Barry's second free throw goes off wide right. Summerville comes away with the rebound. 4-3 score. 3 minutes into the game here. Cats up by 1. Neville, 2-on-1. Nice job there. Tried to get it across, didn't get it. Comes back to Neville. Her shot goes wide. But there to clean up is Norton for Summerville. 5-4 now. Sonora lead, or Summerville leads rather. Barry comes away with the rebound. Shot by Brewster, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Elkins for Summerville. So if you're Summerville, this is the way that you want this game. You want a kind of a low-scoring game, kind of just going back and forth. Hessler steals the ball away from Skinner, bringing it up court for the Cats. She drives off the glass, no good. Rebound comes off to Hadley Peters, a 5'10" sophomore for Summerville. You're going to hear that a lot tonight as they only have 2 seniors on the roster. Layup doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Barry. Again, Summerville, 2 seniors on the roster, mainly all sophomores on the roster with only 2 juniors as well. 3-point shot away and good by Shoemake. That's her second of the night. Same spot, same result. Gives the Cats back to lead 7-5. Skinner drives. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Hesser. She comes away with it for the Cats. Hawkins, 3-point shot. Back rim. Rebound comes off to Norton for the Bears. And they quickly get up court to Skinner. Skinner, 1-on-1 versus Shoemake. Shot doesn't go. Shoemake comes away with it. 1 and done that time for Summerville.
Both teams getting great looks at the basket so far, just unable to connect most of the time. And Summerville, on those fast breaks, are doing a great job getting inside the paint.
Sonora, third attempt here on this possession. Doesn't go again, and a rebound comes away to Summerville. Controlled by Peters and gets it over to Norton. Elkins, go to guard it closely. Norton from the wing, thought about the 3-point shot, now works their way to Neville. Neville picks up her dribble, gets it over to Elkins. Elkins drives. Shot from the elbow, no good. Rebound comes over to Skinner. Skinner, shot doesn't go. Rebound over to Peters, and she puts it in for the Bears. Tying the game up to 7. We got a timeout on the court by Sonora. We'll be back after these messages on NorCal Sports TV. Back to live action here as Calindus checks in for Sonora, as well as Gracie Bearden. Shoemake shot short. Rebound comes off to Hawkins. She brings it back out to Calindus. This resets things for the Wildcats. Hawkins launches a three, comes up short. Rebound comes back to her, and she puts it back in for Sonora, giving them back a 2-point lead. Checking in for Summerville on that last dead ball also was Elizabeth Gomez. As you see Hawkins, actually Bearden there on the replay. Norton shot goes, ties it up at 9 here. So far, Summerville being able to hang with Sonora here in the first quarter. Hawkins thought about the three. Now she drives. Tries the entry pass. Doesn't get it to go. Norton knocks it away. Controls it for Summerville. Elkins comes up court. Picks up her dribble. Back over to Norton. On the wing to Neville. 3-point shot. High. Front end. It doesn't go. Hawkins comes away with the rebound for Sonora. Then throws it out of bounds. It's going to be turned back to Summerville. Nice job there by Elkins to contest the rebound. And Hawkins has the ball, goes off of her hands out of bounds. Go back to the Bears.
The play isn't over until the ref blows the whistle, and in that case, Sonora just held on a little bit too long, and it came out of bounds.
So again, Neville's 3-point shot, this time back iron, doesn't go. Rebound tipped away. Norton comes away with it. Jump ball called. Possession arrow going to stay with Summerville, so they get another shot here. Reset of the shot clock as we go just under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Norton 3-point shot, back rim, doesn't go. Grabbed by Bearden, tipped away over to Hawkins. Calindus, shot, baseline, goes. Give her two and give Sonora back the 2-point lead. Sonora takes it away. Calindus has it, shot clock off, but they give it right back as Elkins comes back and steals it. 1-on-2, Elkins drives, shot short. Rebound attempt by Gomes, and Hawkins fight for it. Timeout by Sonora. This timeout gives us a chance to remind you this broadcast is brought to you by Motherlode Yard Service. From trimming and maintenance to large-scale clearance and removal, Motherlode Yard Service has all your needs covered. Contact 2002 Claim Jumper alum Jeremy Peterson for more information at 209-768-8357. Soma Fitness Studios is dedicated to providing a friendly, safe, nourishing environment for body and mind. We want to inspire people to lead a healthy, balanced, and active lifestyle. We offer a variety of classes including yoga, Pilates, fitness, trapeze, spin circuit, and more. All available a la carte or unlimited with our monthly membership plans. Calindus brings it up, 10 on the game clock. Hawkins over to the corner. Now back to Hawkins. Drives, shot, doesn't go. Actually doesn't even get a shot up. It's knocked out of her hands. Going to stay with Sonora. 3.5 left on the clock. Hawkins, Barry tied up. 2-1. No shot going to be taken as the Cats didn't realize there's 3.5 left. We'll be back with more after these messages on NorCal Sports TV. Farms, a fifth-generation family-owned and operated farm, has been high-quality California almonds since 1974. Please visit www.sperryfarmsalmonds.com for more information. So Levi 11-9 our score here in the end of the first quarter. Much better than the last time these two teams played for Summerville.
Summerville only had 2 points in the first quarter the last time these teams played. Sonora had 12, so they're just a little bit under what they had. But Summerville coming out strong, scoring 7 more than they did last time. Summerville averages 8 points in the first quarter, so they just overcame that a little bit. And Sonora averages 15. So right now, looking good for Summerville if they could do what they did last time in the second half, but we'll never be sure until we get there.
Gomez, three-point shot, back iron, front iron, and it's going to go in, giving Summerville a 12-11 lead. Berry drives, cut off by Elkins. Pass, Calindus goes and controls it for the Cats. Three-point shot, rolls around, up, hits glass, and goes in for Hawk and Kessler. Taking back the lead for Sonora. Neville trapped in the corner, throws the ball off of Wildcat. Smart move there by the Summerville player.
As you see on the replay, corner three from Hessler just barely rolls in.
Hit every part of the iron and part of the glass. Went in for Sonora, giving them a 2-point lead. Gomez driving on Dunn, who checked into the game at the end of the first quarter. She gets it over to Elkins. Her shot wide, but Norton's right there to put it back for Summerville. Haley Norton, 5'8 junior, ties the game up at 14.
In the first quarter, nearly steal there by Sonora, but Sonora had 6 steals in the first, and Summerville only had 1, and Sonora nearly capitalized on most of those turnovers.
Shot goes out of bounds, last touch by Peters. Keeps the ball with Sonora. Now the officials change their mind and get together, talk about it, go back to Summerville.
And as you saw, Norton with the rebound and the putback.
So Elkin's going to inbound the ball here for the Bears. Long pass down court, and Norton stepped out of bounds. So it's going to be another turnover for Summerville, giving the ball back to Sonora.
A sad turnover there by Summerville. Just barely had her foot out of bounds, but out of bounds is out of bounds, so it turns it over to Sonora.
Cats have it again. Dunn over, working around the outside. Get it in the corner there. Dunn drives, shot blocked by Gomez. She brings it back now, has it taken away by Dunn. Calindus controls things for the Cats. Now we give it down to Berry. Berry shot partially tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sonora. Berry thought she was fouled on the play, but officials say play on, and gets the ball over to the Bears. Norton again, trapped in the corner, tie up. Possession arrow going to Summerville again. So it'll keep it with 25 on the shot clock. Again, Jeremy Hurtado along with Levi Flores here live from Bud Castle Gymnasium as we have the cross-county rivalry here in Tuolumne County as Sonora plays host to the Summerville Bears. Got the girls game right now. Coming up here after this one will be the boys game as Peters puts it in and gets the Bears a 2-point lead.
And that's Summerville's first lead of the game early in the second quarter.
Berry back outside to Dunn. Dunn, 3-point shot. Looked good, cuts off, and hits all on glass again. That's twice now Sonora's had shots come off the iron, back up, and go in. And it ties the game back up at 16 as it was a long 2. Peters, high off the glass, gets it to go for Summerville. Regain the lead at 18-16. Dunn, this time from 3, front iron, doesn't go. Rebound, though, by Berry. She puts it up, and it almost goes, but she's going to go to the free throw line again. Jessica Berry, again, a 28% free throw shooter on the season, as you see a replay here.
Hadley Peters down low, just gets over the defense and puts it off the backboard.
First free throw up and no good. Got some subs coming in. This gives us a chance to remind you this broadcast is brought to you by Motherlode Yard Service. From trimming and maintenance to large-scale clearance and removal, Motherlode Yard Service has all your yard care needs covered. Contact Claim Jumper alum Jeremy Peterson for more information, 209-768-8357. Barry misses a second free throw. Summerville comes away with it, has a chance to build on their 2-point lead here. Had to lead a couple times, never more than 2. It's Elkins and Neville work it back and forth. Now Gomes has the ball tipped away. She was able to recover there as she stepped out of bounds, giving the ball back to the Cats. Nice job there by Molly Dunn, causing the pressure on Gomes. Gomes stepped out of bounds, creating the turnover, giving the ball back to the Wildcats. Checking in the first time, Julia Bearden for the Wildcats. 3-point shot on the way, and that's up and good by Riley Hessler. Her second of the night gives the Cats back a 1-point lead as we're just about 4.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Gomes spins around in circles, picks up her dribble, now gives it over to Elkins. Colin Bonney, shot doesn't go, but Sonora comes away with it and steps out of bounds, giving the ball back to the Cats. Janet Colin Bonney checked in for Somerville for the first time, a 5'7" sophomore.
Sonora has been doing really well on the full court pressure.
Sperry Farms is a fifth-generation family-owned farm. It's been growing high-quality California almonds since 1974. Check them out at SperryFarmsAlmonds.com for more information.
Good hustle by Hessler as she stole the pass, but it rolled out of bounds on the baseline, so Somerville will keep possession.
Skinner to inbound for the Bears. Gets it down to Colin Bonney. She loses possession. Tries a pass. It's intercepted by Gracie Bearden. Then we get a foul called on Somerville. Looks like on Skinner as Dunn hits the floor. That's going to be the 7th foul on the Bears.
From the 3-point line, Hessler inside and a shove on the baseline. So Sonora will have the ball.
6th free foul on him. Neville comes back in for Skinner. These Cats get ready to inbound from the baseline. Reset on the shot clock. Drive. Dunn from the corner. 3-point shot on the way, too strong. Bearden comes away with it. Now she gets her own rebound again. Reset for Sonora, which I didn't think the ball hit the rim. Shouldn't have reset, but it did. Dunn feeds Barry down low. Or Bearden. Bearden over to Bearden. Layup off the glass. Good by Hessler. So nice passing there from the family connection. Bearden, freshman and a junior, setting each other up, and then Bearden finding Hessler for the basket. As you see her kicking out, Hessler drive, laying up off the glass.
It's a nice shot from about 15 feet out. Unable to get through the defender, so she just puts it up and makes it a great shot.
Hawkins checks back in for Dunn for Sonora. 3-point Cats lead. Long 2 by Norton, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to the aforementioned Hawkins, who just checked in for Sonora. Bearden has her ball knocked out of her hands. That's going to be stay Sonora ball. Cats inbound quickly. Corner 3-point shot on the way, too strong. Rebound goes up and good for Gracie Bearden. Extending the Cats lead to 5 here with 2:45 left to go in the first half. Neville, wide open 3-point look. Front iron doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Hawkins. Hawkins pushes up quickly. Kate Callie Brewster lays it up and in for the Cats, extending the lead to 7, their largest of the night. Gomes back in for the Bears. Has the ball taken away from her by Hessler. Cats on the run. Lays it up. Doesn't go. Gets her own rebound. Hawkins drives. Foul on the play by Gomes. She's going to go behind her 2.
As you see on the replay, baseline, able to get it in from only a few feet out.
Hawkins, as mentioned earlier, just over 50% free throw shooter on the season. She's 29 of 58 coming into the game tonight. She's 1 of 2 on the evening, and she makes the first here.
Sonora has been to the free throw line a total of 4 times, only making 2 of 8.
Sequoia Powell Barajas checks in for Summerville, replacing Gomes. Second free throw up and good. 9-point lead here for the Wildcats with just over 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Bears, Neville, the shot doesn't count. Foul's going to be called on the floor. Tough break there for Summerville. .202 left to go here in the first half. Reset the shot clock. Norton has it up top. Now gives it over to Elkins for the Bears. Norton sets a screen. Now gets it back. One dribble, shot up, doesn't go, rebound. And she puts it back in. Haley Norton. 2 points there for Summerville. Cuts the lead to 7. Hawkins, 3-point shot wide left. Gets her own rebound though. Now tries to pass it and has the ball tipped away. 2 cats run into each other, and that's a travel called on Sonora as Hessler and Hawkins ran into each other.
And the replay, Norton able to connect inside. Got her own rebound.
Now she picks up her dribble. She gets it over to Neville, but it's taken away by Hessler. Brewster drives, lays it up, and gets it to go over Powell Barajas. Back to a 9-point lead for Sonora with just over a minute left to go in the first half. Norton, 3-point shot on the way. Flat, doesn't go. Rebound though, and put back by Colin Bonney. As we go into a minute to play here in the first quarter, or first half rather, Sonora working the ball around the outside, 17 on the shot clock. Hawkins drives, doesn't get to go, but she's going back to the free throw line. She's been there 3 times already.
And here's the replay. Good job getting the rebound and putting it off the backboard. Summerville has been doing a great job tonight inside the paint, getting their own rebounds.
First free throw, no good by Hawkins. She's been 50% on the season. She's been 50% on the night. Now she drops under 50% as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bearden. She's 2 of 6 now on the night from the free throw line. Neville finds Calambani all alone. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes off and is tied up. Possession arrow going to the Sonora this time, as Gracie Bearden controls it for the Cats. Six-tenths of a second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Sonora could basically run it down and take the last shot if they so choose. Working around the outside, 3-point shot on the way with Long. Rebound comes off to Elkins, and there's 16. Now Neville gets it up to Barajas. She drives. Cross-court pass over to Elkins, who goes baseline. Shot up and good. Nice shot there by Elkins. 2 seconds left. Sonora doesn't get a shot up, and that's how the first half's going to end. 29-24 our score at the half. Sonora over Summerville. Gives us a chance to remind you this broadcast is brought to you by California Gold Development, Motherlode Yard Service. Contact 2002 claim jumper Jeremy Peterson for more information. 209-768-8357. Jaron Brandon for District 5 Supervisor. Go to Jaron for 5 for more information. Sperry Farms. Sperry Farms is a 5th-generation family-owned farm and has been growing high-quality California almonds since 1974. Please visit www.sperryfarmsalmonds.com for more information. Laura Krieg for Superior Court Judge. I'm your district attorney, and I'm running for open seat for Superior Court Judge. I'm a sixth-generation native to Tuolumne County, and I've been practicing law for nearly 17 years. I graduated from Columbia College, UC Berkeley, and Notre Dame Law School. I have experience in both civil and criminal law. I have worked to help victims of child abuse, human trafficking, elder abuse, and domestic violence. I am endorsed by Sheriff Bill Booley and retired Sheriff Jim Mealy, as well as local CAL FIRE 2881. Superintendent of Schools, Kathy Parker, and retired Superintendent of Schools, Margie Holkin. I respectfully ask for your vote for District Attorney Laura Krieg for Superior Court Judge on or before March 3rd. This is paid by the committee to elect Laura Krieg. Load up your gear and live big with help from our new neighbors. StoreQuest Express Self-Storage, featuring 24/7 access and round-the-clock customer support. StoreQuest Express is here to help you make your room more awesome. Get your first month's rent for only $1. Visit StoreQuest.com or call 209-284-6703 and reserve a unit today. Benton Roberson CPA, serving Tuolumne and Stanislaus counties. Sam Stringer Photography. Go to samstringerphotography360.com to check out all his work, including pictures from tonight's action. We're back with second half and stats after these messages on NorCal Sports TV.
Oh, hello there. Yes, I know you've been seeing me all around the county, and I just wanted to say that this election coming up is so important because we are here fighting for families, for our future as our county, and I'm out there trying to represent you in Jamestown, Columbia, and west of the city limits of Sonora. Now, I might be a little bit of a biased party, but as a proud graduate of Sonora High School 2010, go Wildcats. If we all work together, I strongly believe that we will put Tuolumne County back on track. If you're not registered to vote, register by February 18th. You should be getting your ballot by February 5th, and the last day to vote is March 3rd. Again, check that box next to Jaron, and I appreciate your support. Together, we're going to do this.
We're back here getting ready to start the second half of play. Both teams coming out of the locker room. We'll get a chance to remind you this game is brought to you by Laura Creek for Superior Court Judge. I'm a district attorney and running for an open seat for Superior Court Judge, a sixth-generation native to Tuolumne County. I've been practicing law for nearly 17 years. Graduated from Columbia College, UC Berkeley, and Notre Dame Law School. I have experience in both civil and criminal law. I have worked to help victims of child abuse, human trafficking, elder abuse, and domestic violence. I am endorsed by Sheriff Bill Pooley and retired Sheriff Jim Mealy, as well as the local CAL FIRE 2881. Superintendent of Schools Kathy Parker and retired Superintendent of Schools Margie Polkin. I respectfully ask you to vote District Attorney Laura Creek for Superior Court Judge on or before March 3rd. This message is paid for by the committee to elect Laura Krieg. Also, StoreQuest Express. Load up your gear and live big with the help of your new neighbors. StoreQuest Express self-storage featuring 24/7 access, around-the-clock customer support. StoreQuest Express is here for help you make room for awesome. Get your first month's rent for only $1. Visit StoreQuest.com for more information or call 209-284-6703 to reserve a unit today. Motherlode Yard Service. From trimming and maintenance to large-scale clearance and removal, Motherlode Yard Service has all your yard care needs covered. Contact 2002 Claim Jumper alum Jeremy Peterson for more information at 209-768-8357. Levi, we get ready to start the second half of play here, and in fact, we started the second half of play. Give us some first half stats here as Summerville tries to cut into the Wildcat lead.
Sonora has a 5-point lead, and they just Summerville just hit a shot there. But now Summerville cutting in the first half. Sonora had 4 3-point shots while Summerville only had 2. And Sonora really capitalized on steals. They were in the double digits, 10 steals, while Summerville only had 1. If Summerville could, really decimate those steals, then they'd have a better chance and get a few more shots up. And from the free throw line, Sonora had 11 shots from the foul line and only made 3, and Summerville never even had a chance of trying to take one. So in the second half, we could probably see Summerville trying to not foul a little bit more, but get fouled and get some shots from the free throw line, and Sonora hopefully just make a few more free throws.
Yeah, look for the Bears to be a little more aggressive, get some trips to the free throw line as their pass almost intercepted, and actually is intercepted by Barry. Leading the way for the Cats is Shoemaker with 6 points and Hessler with 8. Hopkins also has 5, and you see Hessler adding to her 8 points as she hits another 2, making it a 10-point game for her. Haley Norton leads the way for Summerville with 8 points, followed by Casey Elkins 4, Peters 4, and Skinner pitching in 3 as we have another jump ball. Possession arrow goes back to the Wildcats. Jump ball this time. Possession arrow going back to Sonora. Elkins getting set to inbound for Summerville. Gets it back from Norton. Her pass intercepted by Brewster. Brewster leads a 2-on-1, gets it back and lays it in. Nice job there by the Cats. Hessler and Brewster working together on the 2-on-1. She's got 12 now. Jump ball again. Norton had it tied up by Barry. As you see a replay of the 2-on-1 last time down for the Cats.
Smart moves by Sonora underneath, able to pass it back and forth, confusing the defense.
Cats fake the 3 by Hawkins. She drives, doesn't get to go. Barry rebound too strong. Norton comes away with it for Summerville. Elkins feeds Neville. Comes over to Skinner. Skinner floater across the lane, doesn't go. Rebound by Summerville. Tried to be saved, but it doesn't go to anybody, and it goes back to the Wildcats. 5:09 left to go here in the third quarter. Cats up by 7. Their largest lead of the night has been 9 as they tie it there with the runner by Hessler. She's got 14 now. Huge difference from the last time these two teams when she only had 2 points and went 0 of 2 from the three-point line. Nice drive there by Skinner. She lays it up and in for Summerville. Back down court comes Hawkins, and she's going to the free throw line, and she's fouled on the drive. Foul goes on Peters. Her third. Summerville's first.
Skinner getting inside the paint, laying it up off the glass.
First free throw doesn't go. Dunn comes back in for the Cats, replacing Brewster. And Calamani checks back in for Summerville, replacing Peters with the 3 fouls. Second free throw up and good for Hawkins. She has 6. Elkins brings it up, gets it over to Norton. Now gets it back at the top of the key, 20 on the shot clock. Skinner drives, floater across the lane again, doesn't go. Barry comes away with it, Skinner ties it up. And then we got a jump ball possession arrow going to stay with Summerville. So you see Barry gets the rebound. Skinner just goes and ties her up. Nice job of being aggressive there by Skinner. Gets another possession for Summerville. Shot doesn't go, short. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it goes back to Sonora. So Bears not able to take advantage of the extra opportunity there. Cats have another chance here with just over 4 left to go in the third quarter to add to their lead. And Barry does just that as she hits a little turnaround jump shot, making it a 10-point game, largest lead of the night for the Cats. Neville loses possession, then she runs right into Hessler. Barry comes away with it. She steps through, doesn't get it to go. Rebound comes off to Neville. Neville, double teamed, gets it over to Elkins. Barry is able to control it.
It was good ball movement by Summerville. Double teamed underneath their own basket, able to get it out, get down the court.
Pass by Skinner goes intercepted by Barry. Hessler's pass off the hands of Hawkins. Hawkins able to control it though. Dunn working. Back over the corner. 3-point shot, 2-point shot on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound though comes off to Hessler. She's going back to the free throw line as she followed her shot, got her rebound. Working hard to get back in the possession and goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
As you see, the rebound came off to her, although Summerville did get their hands on it just before that, unable to keep the ball in their hands.
Free throw up and good by Hessler. Full timeout called by Summerville. We'll be back after these messages on NorCal Sports TV.
Oh, hello there. Yes, I know you've been seeing me all around the county, and I just wanted to say that this election coming up is so important because we are here fighting for families, for our future as our county, and I'm out there trying to represent you in Jamestown, Columbia, and west of the city limits of Sonora. Now, I might be a little bit of a biased party, but as a proud graduate of Sonora High School 2010, go Wildcats. If we all work together, I strongly believe that we will put Tuolumne County back on track. If you're not registered to vote, register by February 18th. You should be getting your ballot by February 5th, and the last day to vote is March 3rd. Again, check that box next to Jaron, and I appreciate your support. Together, we're going to do this.
Motherlode Yard Service. From trimming and maintenance to large-scale clearance and removal, Motherlode Yard Service has all your yard care needs covered. Contact 2002 Claim Jumper alum Jeremy Peterson for more information at 209-768-8357. 39-28, our score. Sonora up by 11 here as we're about midway point of the third quarter. For a second free throw, back iron, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Norton for Summerville. Summerville needs to make a run here if they're going to cut back into the lead for of the Bears.
Last time these two teams played, they capitalized in this quarter, had 19 points, the highest scoring quarter from both teams in the game, although this time they haven't done very much.
Yeah, in fact, they haven't scored in the third quarter here at all. It was 29, or they had 28 points in the end of the third quarter. Skinner comes away with it. Skinner's shot up and good. Correction, that's the 4th points of this quarter for Summerville. All by Skinner. Three-point shot on the way from Sonora. Doesn't go. Elkins comes away with it. She's tied up, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Sonora.
And as you see, Skinner from just outside the paint, a little fade away, putting it off the glass. Beautiful shot.
Ball tipped away by Columbani. Going to stay with Sonora. 26 on the shot clock. 2:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Peters checks back in for Summerville, replacing Columbani. Dunn begging for it from the corner. She gets it, but it doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Sonora. Cross court over to Hawkins. She drives baseline, has it cut off by Elkins. Now her and Brewster go back and forth. Hawkins travels before she gets a shot up, so that's going to turn the ball over, giving us a chance to remind you Sperry Farms is a 5th-generation family-owned farm and has been growing high-quality California almonds since 1974. Visit them at SperryFarmsAlmonds.com for more information. 9-point lead. Skinner shot doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Sonora, and they're on the run. Hawkins drives, throws it up, doesn't go, but she's going to the free throw line as Elkins charged with the foul.
That was a hard foul by Elkins, as you see. Just gets right past her, but probably for the better as she missed the shot, and Sonora not doing too well from the free throw line.
Hawkins only has 6 points here on the evening. Makes the first one, though. Extends the lead back to 10. Makes it 11 with both free throws there. .123 left to go here in the third quarter. Bears down by 11. Elkins drives, has her shot short. Rebound comes off the Peters zone. It doesn't go. And now coming away with it is Julia Bearden for Sonora. She gets it over to Bearden, now back to Hawkins. Hawkins, 3-point shot. Back iron, no. Peters gets the rebound. Gets it over to Norton, and Norton has the ball grabbed, but Bearden was standing out of bounds when she grabbed it, so that's going to turn the ball back over to the Bears as we're under a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Huge possession here for Summerville. Make a shot, cut it down to single digits again before you go to the fourth quarter, and who knows what can happen in the fourth. Shot by Norton doesn't go. She gets her own rebound. Then officials are looking. They're going to call a foul. Foul on the play. They're going to discuss it here for a moment. And we're going to call jump ball, actually. And it's going to stay with Summerville as Barry comes back in for Bearden. .18 on the shot clock, though, for Summerville. Elkins has it. Handed it off to Neville, and then she picks up a foul on Sonora. that's on Brewster. That's her first, team's first here in the second half. Peters with the inbound pass. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Sonora. Hawkins, long down court, over to Barry. Barry lays it up and in. Nice job there by Sonora. Callie Brewster finding Barry for the layup. And now Bearden almost knocks it away from the Bears, but it goes off of her out of bounds.
As you see this, Barry inside on the fast break. Good job by Sonora, seeing the players down the court and able to get it there.
Skinner drives, floater across the lane, doesn't go, and Calindus comes away with it for Sonora. 9 on the game clock, shot clock off. Bearden, 3-point shot on the way, front iron, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Elkins with 3 seconds left. Neville gets it and no shot as we go to the commercial. It's into the third quarter. We'll be back with more on NorCal. This broadcast of Sonora Basketball is brought to you by California Gold Development Corporation, Motherlode Yard Service, Jaron Brandon for District 5 Supervisor, Sperry Farms, Laura Creek for Superior Court Judge, StoreQuest Express. We start the fourth quarter here. Cats up by 13 and possession. Bearden over to Hessler. Hessler's running shot doesn't go. Barry steals it away from Peters, but her shot doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Elkins for Summerville. Elkins, 3-point shot from the top of the key. A little wide right. Rebound comes off to Norton, though, and she puts it back in. That's her 10th point of the game. Second points of the second half, though. She was pretty productive in the first half, getting rebounds and getting the ball back up for the Bears. Sonora saves the ball. Calindus comes away with it. 16 on the shot clock. Now has it taken away by Skinner. Skinner all alone. Layup, left hand, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Hawkins for Sonora. Hawkins stops. Bearden from the corner, thought about the three. Now shoots it up and gets a foul called on Summerville.
And as you see, Norton getting the rebound inside the paint. 3 players on her, but still able to get it in.
Barry going to the free throw line where she's a 28% free throw shooter, but she makes it first.
Sonora has shot 18 free throws.
Correction, Gracie Bearden going to the free throw line. My apologies, I thought that was Barry. Bearden, a much better free throw shooter. She's 27 to 39, 69%. It's 2 of 2 there on that trip. Cats down are up by 13 here. Summerville, 3-point shot on the way by Elkins. Front iron doesn't go. Rebound. We'll have a push on the rebound. Foul's going to be called on, looks like on Sonora.
And as you see on the replay, the 3-point shot up and just misses the push underneath.
So Summerville, another chance here to cut into the lead. Skinner with the inbound pass. Running shot doesn't go. Peters comes away with it, though, for Summerville. Gets it over to Gomes. Peters back down with a down low. Over the defender, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Powell Barajas. She gets it over Skinner, and she puts it in for Summerville. Making an 11-point Cats lead. Barry. Nobody paying attention there for Summerville. Barry just asked for the ball over the top, got it. Put it in, brings it back up to a 13-point lead. Now Elkins' pass goes over the intended to Skinner, and it goes out of bounds.
Here's the replay of Barry inside, able to finish at the hoop. Summerville unaware of what's happening around him.
Bearden drives, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Peters. Her pass is intercepted by Hawkins. Back to Barry. Cats resetting at the top of the key. 3-point shot by Shoemake, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Hawkins, and she's fouled on the way back up. Elkins thought she was able to get away all the way with a clean steal, but foul called.
There's a 3-point shot, and it comes down. It looks like the foul may have been on Skinner, reaching over her shoulder.
Hawkins hits another free throw. Dunn comes back in for Sonora. Hawkins short on the next free throw attempt. Gomes comes away with it, and she's fouled by Shoemake. It's only the third foul, though, on the Wildcats.
There have been no shooting fouls on Sonora, although because Summerville has not shot one free throw yet.
Turnover on the play. Offensive foul called on Skinner. Gives the ball back to the Cats. Gives us a chance to remind you that Sperry Farms is a fifth-generation family-owned, operated farm and has been growing high-quality California almonds since 1974. Please visit SperryFarmsAlmonds.com for more information. 5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Cats up by 14. 3-point shot on the way. Good by Hessler. And we'll be back. This timeout gives us a chance to remind you, Laura Krieg for Superior Court Judge. I'm a district attorney running for an open seat for Superior Court Judge. I'm a sixth-generation native of Tuolumne County. I've been practicing law for nearly 17 years. I graduated from Columbia College, UC Berkeley, and the Notre Dame Law School. I've experienced both civil and criminal law, and I've worked to help victims of child abuse, human trafficking, elder abuse, and domestic violence. I'm endorsed by Sheriff Bill Pooley and retired Sheriff Jim Neely, as well as local CAL FIRE 2881. Superintendent of Schools Kathy Parker and retired Superintendent of Schools Margie Bulkin. I respectfully ask you to vote District Attorney Laura Krieg for Superior Court Judge on or before March 3rd. This has been paid for by the committee to elect Laura Krieg. So Cats up 51-34 here. 4:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. Levi, how many free throws have Summerville shot?
Summerville has shot 0 free throws.
And how about Sonora?
A lot. 11 in the first half, and it looks like 10 in the second, making 6 in the second and 3 in the first. They really capitalized on those free throws in the second half.
So 21 opportunities from the free throw line for Sonora tonight. Huge reason the Cats are up by 17. Dunn, a 3-point shot from the right wing, good. Everybody on this Cats team can hit a 3-point shot. Makes them very dangerous when all of the girls on the team can hit the three. Hawkins quickly up court to Dunn. Dunn has the ball bounce out of her hands over to Combs. And now she is fouled by Dunn.
Here's the 3-point shot by Dunn. Connecting from 3. The only other 3-point shot makers for Sonora are Shoemake and Hessler. Hessler making 3 and Shoemake making 2.
Neville's pass goes out of bounds, intended for Aubrey McNamara, who checked in for the first time. McNamara, 5'2", junior for Summerville. Dunn gets it over to Shoemake. She hit 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. It's been quiet since. Her shot doesn't go, and Elkins comes away with it. Now, quickly up court to Neville. Neville lays it up and in.
Lexi Neville.
Elkins tips it away, but comes over to Shoemake. Dunn, 3-point shot on the way, short. Peters comes away with it, and then Elkins gets the ball, but she was out of bounds still, and it's going to be turnover back to Sonora.
It was a good idea by Peters getting her back the ball because she was right underneath the hoop, although her foot was just barely out of bounds by the time she passed it.
Calendis checks back in for Sonora, and Shoemake, a 3-point shot, back iron, doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Hawkins, or to Hessler rather, and her shot goes out of bounds. Neville over to Norton, 3-point shot, flat, doesn't go. Neville, she'll launch a 3, high arcing free throw, 3, short. Norton with the rebound, and it puts it back in. She's got 12 for Summerville. She leads the scoring there for them. Calindus feeds Shoemake down low. Her shot hits the back of the iron. Rebound comes off to Summerville. Bears still working here, working the ball around the outside. 10 on the shot clock here. Neville gets it over to Elkins. Elkins, 3-point shot, rattles off, doesn't go. And then Shoemake comes away with it. She's fouled by Peters. She's going to go to the free throw line because that's 7th foul on Summerville. This break in the action gives us a chance to remind you, StoreQuest Express. Load up your gear and live big with help from our newest neighbors. StoreQuest Express self-storage featuring 24/7 access hours and round-the-clock customer support. StoreQuest Express is here to help you make room for awesome. Get your first month's rent for only $1 and visit StoreQuest.com or call 209-284-6703 to reserve a unit today. As Shoemake hits the first free throw there, giving her 7 on the evening now. Again, she hit the first 2 3-pointers of the night for the Wildcats. Second free throw doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Neville for Summerville. Then we got a foul called on Summerville. Offensive foul away from the ball. Gives the ball back to Sonora. And we got a timeout called on the court. Gives you a chance to remind you, Summer broadcast is brought to you by Jaron Brandon for District 5 Supervisor.
Oh, hello there. Yes, I know you've been seeing me all around the county, and I just wanted to say that this election coming up is so important because we are here fighting for families, for our future as our county, and I'm out there trying to represent you in Jamestown, Columbia, and west of the city limits of Sonora. Now, I might be a little bit of a biased party, but as a proud graduate of Sonora High School 2010, go Wildcats. If we all work together, I strongly believe that we will put Tuolumne County back on track. If you're not registered to vote, register by February 18th. You should be getting your ballot by February 5th, and the last day to vote is March 3rd. Again, check that box next to Jaron, and I appreciate your support. Together, we're going to do this.
Laura Krieg for Superior Court Judge. Vote Laura Krieg for Superior Court Judge on or before March 3rd. 1:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Cats up 55-38. Entry pass knocked away by Norton. Skinner comes away with it for Summerville. Skinner has the ball knocked out of her hands. Taken away, ends up coming over to Hessler. Berry travels, shuffle the feet as she caught the ball. That'll turn the ball back over to Summerville. Norton, three-point shot this time, gets it to go.
Haley Norton for three.
She's got 15 points for Summerville tonight. Three-point shot on the way back, iron doesn't go. Rebound comes off to Bearden and reset for Sonora. Nice drop pass to Calindus. Calindus gets it over to Bearden, but Bearden loses out of bounds. Beautiful pass there by Hawkins to get it to Calindus. But the Wildcats unable to take advantage of it. Three-point shot on the way wide. And then we got a travel by Hessler. Hessler can't believe it. But she's called for the travel there. Gives the ball back to the Bears. Skinner drives, has the ball go off her, kneeing out of bounds. Gives a chance to remind you that this broadcast is brought to you by Soma Fitness Studios. If you're new to Soma, mention this ad for a complimentary class. .29 on the game clock, 23 on the shot clock. Cats have a lead here. Looking to finish off senior night on a positive for Sonora. Three-point shot long. Norton comes away with it for Summerville. Then she has it taken away by Bearden. Her shot doesn't go. Rebound doesn't go, and then Elkins comes away with it and cleared it for Summerville. 12 seconds on the game clock. Gets it up to Norton, or Neville. Neville cross court over to Norton. Three-point shot short. Cats come away with it, and they should be able to just run it out as they do. Final score 55-41. Wildcats victorious over the Bears tonight. This broadcast was brought to you by California Gold Development Corporation, Motherlode Yard Service, Jaron Brandon for District 5 Supervisor, Sperry Farms, Laura Creek for Superior Court Judge, StoreQuest Express Self-Storage, Soma Fitness Studios, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, Benton Roberson CPAs, Sonora Conference Centers, Straight Sports for custom uniforms and stand out from the rest. Go to straightsports.com. And Sam Stringer Photography 360. So Levi, leading scorers for the game tonight. Riley Hessler for Sonora. She had 8 in the first half. She came out in the second half on fire. She had 10, leading all scorers with 18. Also, J.C. Hawkins had a good night for Sonora, as well as Ainsley Shoemake. On the other side, Summerville, Haley Norton came out and put 15 points on the board for the Bears. But it wasn't enough as they fell again tonight, 55-41 our score. For our crew, Levi Flores, Dion I'm Jeremy Hurtado. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you here back in a couple minutes as we get ready for the boys game on NorCal Sports TV.